Once back in the laboratory, he knew something was different. The camp leader was there. From what was said around him, he made out that after the brilliant result of the experiment in the past, they now meant to ship him into the future. Excitement made him forget for a moment that then the meeting at the museum had been the last. The future was better protected than the past. After many painful tests, he eventually caught some wave of the world to come. He went through a brand new planet, Paris rebuilt, 10,000 incomprehensible streets. Other men were waiting for him. This was a brief encounter. Obviously, they refused this slag of another time. He said his piece. Since humanity had survived, it could not refuse to its own past the means of its own survival. That sophism was taken for fate in disguise. They gave him a power plant strong enough to put all human industry in motion again, and the gates of the future were closed. Some time after his return, he was transferred to another part of the camp. He knew that his jailers would not spare him. He had been a tool in their hands. His childhood image had been used as a bait to condition him. He had lived up to their expectations. He had played his part. Now he only waited to be executed, with somewhere inside him the memory of a twice-lived fragment of time. And deep in these limbos, he got the message from the men of the world to come. They too traveled through time, and more easily. Now they were there, ready to accept him as one of their own. But he had a different request. Rather than this pacified future, he wanted the world of his childhood, and this woman who perhaps was waiting for him. Once again on the main pier at Orly, in the middle of this hot pre-war Sunday afternoon where he was now able to settle down, he thought in a confused way that the child he had been was due to be there too, watching the planes. But first of all, he looked for a woman's face at the end of the pier. He ran towards her. And when he recognized the man who had trailed him since the camp, he knew there was no way out of time. And he knew that this haunted moment he had been granted to see as a child was the moment of his own death.